I think a few small things could have been changed to make it probably one of the most memorable games on the console, but I digress. We're going to play through it in about 10 minutes or so. So here we go. Friday the Punch-Out, exactly. You guys know what's up. You've seen this before. So I do have a book series called The Easy Way, and in that book series I break down difficult video games, and the very first book that I wrote, hardcover book that is a book on this game. It's a 126-page, pretty much comprehensive guide, and it'll walk you through step by step on how to beat this game every single time you play it. So check that out. Check out my Twitch for the links to that, or my website if you're interested in that. I also have some paperbacks coming out, including one for Fester's Quest very, very soon. So Jason's down at the bottom there, which is pretty cool, because he'll stay in there for quite a while. We don't have to worry about him. Yes, the cave and forest areas are very confusing. You can find information for maps of those areas pretty readily online in GameFAQ or whatever, but they're also in the book for reference. We're going to go in there, and then out, and then back in. We're going to get the second note. This will spawn a torch in the torch house. It is very Zelda-esque music, you're right. I actually think the cabin theme in this game is highly underrated. It's a very good theme. It's unfortunately a bit repetitive. I wish it was a bit longer, but I mean, I like all the tracks in this game, other than they're, again, a bit repetitive. Alright, we're getting the torch here. Okay, so something I am going to do. Not a lot of people know about this. I'm gonna put Chrissy in this house here. So as you can see, Jason is killing Laura. So there are two things going on here. The first thing is that there's a timer in the top left that says 53 seconds. If a counselor dies while another counselor or the children are being attacked, the timer will reset. It's called the timer reset exploit. So we're going to do that. I'm going to intentionally kill Mark here by using the zombie fondle. This also serves another function. Jason has a rampage mode. Rampage mode means he will fight you to the death either on the path or in a cabin. And there are two ways to activate this. The first way is to get his health below 7. So 6 or lower health, he'll automatically enter rampage mode. And then the second way is to have 2 or less counselors. So for me, what I'm doing here is I'm just going to kill all the other counselors. Like so, because we don't need them anymore. We have a powered up counselor. And it'll make it easier for us to hunt Jason doing this. So Laura is the one that's getting attacked by Jason. So once you use the timer reset exploit, Jason will continue to attack that counselor, but it will no longer show you which one it is on the minimap. So you have to remember. This is Laura. We'll just get her killed here. Exactly, David. It's very thematic, right? Jason's killing everybody, and then the last one will kill Jason. Alright, so once you have that done, you've pretty much got the game beaten. You've got a fully powered up character. I am going to need to check my vitamins here. I have 3. That should be fine. I recommend getting 4 or 5 vitamins. In the Easy Way book path, you do get 4 or 5, but 3 is probably fine. So if you look on this map here, Jason will always enter the cabins, the children's cabins on the lake from the west side and exit from the east side. So we know that he's going to come here eventually. And all the other counselors are dead, so he doesn't have anything to stop him from coming here. He'll just walk over here. There he is. And then we can just pound him with this torch. Don't even have to move. So the torch does 1 bar of health per hit to Jason. And some of the other weapons do less. I think the rock does 6. It takes 6 hits for 1 bar. So the torch basically just allows you to kill Jason pretty quickly, like you just saw there. That was day 1. So if you use this method, Jason will immediately go into the cabins on the lake. And he'll just hang out in there and he'll attack some children, which is pretty gruesome, but we don't really care about that. We're going to get this free vitamin here, because we know that he's going to exit on the other side of the lake. So we're just going to go over there and we're going to stalk him, set a little trap for him here, like so. Yeah, powered up for me means you have at least 3 vitamins and you have the torch. And then you take that counselor and hide it in the safe cabin there, next to the cabin where you get the first note. Then you just kill all the other counselors. The pitchfork is slightly better. So the pitchfork does the same amount of damage, but it travels through enemies and it fires in a straight line, so you can fire it much, much faster. The problem with the pitchfork is you can only get it on day 2. So you can't get it on the first day. Actually, I'm sorry, day 3, I think. Sweater is on day 2. We don't actually need the sweater or the pitchfork to kill them. We can just do this with the torch. Day 2, absolutely, Adonis, we would. So that's day 2, Jason. Okay. So, in the easy way method, you would just wait here on this side of the lake for Jason to go all the way back around. It takes him about 1.5 minutes to do that. So, we don't have to do that. I know where he's going to be, so I'm going to go there and fight him on the road, save a little bit of time for ourselves. He's going to be right here. Because right after he exits the children's cabins, he goes into the woods down here, wanders around for a little while, and then comes out the bottom half. So he'll be here in a second. I did not know you were in this game, Jason WFD. So something interesting I found out when I was writing the book for this game, I did not know that Jason has never been burned to death. That's never been well, not in this era. So like having a torch in this game doesn't really make sense. He was struck by lightning once. It's sort of like being burned. I believe that happened in Friday the 13th Part 6. Absolutely, Hacho. There, we can absolutely track his movements. We know exactly what he's going to do. It's all detailed, pretty much. You can check out the game fact. You can check out the speedrun.com forum. There's information about how he moves around. Or you could get my book, and all of that information is detailed even further in that about how to track him. He should have been here already. Should have done been here. Maybe I missed him. Alright, well, we'll just go back. Oh, here he is. That was really weird. This is going to be day 3. I don't know why I estimated 15 minutes from this game, but that's Friday the 13th. We got an 8:34 there. It is possible to beat Jason in the house on day 3. It's just immensely difficult. In my opinion, it's one of the most difficult things to do on the NES. It is very, very tough. Which is why I think most people did not complete this game as a kid. I'm glad I showed you the correct way to do it without having to fight Jason in a cabin. That is the one thing I would change in this game. His difficulty in cabins on day 2 and 3 are just too high for most people, especially on day 3. And so that's why a lot of people didn't beat the game. Thank you for the GG's. Weapon, Jason WFD. Neogenesis 48, MDI, Hot Show 111, NES Atlas, Schemax, Concakes, Mausoleum Fun Day, Autobit, Adonis, Mr. Fish GG, Ultimate Zero, Dragon 7398, Clay Dodgy, Viralis, wow, there's a lot of these, Vinny 141. Yeah. As far as the book goes, Exile in PA, just message me directly on Twitch or get in contact with me. I don't know what the rules here on RGL TV about posting that stuff. I didn't ask, so I don't want to like promote stuff on here if I'm not allowed to. So, but just contact me directly on Twitch or